stand up, look at the crowd, and just say what your name is and where you're from.
I'm Tom. I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Nijmegen.
Good. Okay. Now, charisma, aura, what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.
7.
8.
7? 8? What could be better? What do you think could be better? You can stand up again. You can look. Don't be scared. Look at the crowd. Take it in.
Let's see. Maybe
What would you rate it, though?
I would rate it a 7.
Okay. Try. Why are you not giving us a 10? Give us a 10.
I would give it a 10 if I will bring in more volume.
We'll do it again. Say, my name is this, and I'm from. Go.
My name is Tom. I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Nijmegen. I've known Julien for
What would
10
you rate
years.
that?
Sorry?
Well, I like you know for 10 years.
I know him for 10 years.
What would you rate that,
Never met him in
though?
person, but I know him.
What would you rate this? Better? Less? What would you say?
Better, like an 8.
8. What would be missing for a 10?
Like everyone standing up and cheering.
Say no one were to do that. Say no one would even clap. Like for everyone here, let's just do a silent room. See, as quiet as you can get. I'll do it after you, don't worry. But try
Okay.
a 10.
My name is Tom. I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Nijmegen.
Is that a 10?
For me, it's better. It's more calm, more like.
But give
more
the
or
rating.
less-
Is it a
more or
10?
less trying hard. A 10.
Is it a 10? That was a 10? That was the most charismatic you could ever be.
Nah, no, not really.
Do the most charismatic you could ever be.
My name is Tom. I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Nijmegen. It's a city in the east of Netherlands. And
Who's an actor you think is just super charismatic?
I love, let's see, I love Jason Bourne. Oh, sorry, Matt Damon.
You think he's very charismatic?
He's doing all right.
Okay.
It's like what's his name?
What's your favorite scene with Matt Damon? Like where he's the most like, oh, he's there.
Then I would choose another actor, I think.
Who?
He's more like, he's like a bit of cold. He's more like, I would pick
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I like the John Wick series. So, what's his name again?
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves.
So, first thing to change is you have the worst charismatic idols. The two that are known. No, it's,
I like my action
no,
movies.
great movies. There's not a single person alive who doesn't like Keanu Reeves. But he is known, and it's his style, to not be charismatic, to not be very expressive, to literally be the same, like, I'm Keanu Reeves, all the time. Now, think range of expressive. Like, first one that could come to mind could be Heath Ledger, right? Or Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
What's one that just, you're just like, whoa, there's just like that aura, you just really get sucked in.
Yeah, Johnny Depp would be great, like
Okay.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
So imagine you have Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow right here, right? And he's doing all this stuff. He's like, oh, I'm Jack Sparrow. He's like, what would his version of that be, and how could you do better than him? Okay, go.
Let's see. Hello, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Okay, now this here, funny enough, was a lot better. Why? What was different?
Less thought.
He started moving. His body. Notice step one, which is also a Matt Damon and Keanu Reeves, is there's not much body motion. So you're kind of like, again, even the hands are like kind of behind, like, I am statue. So versus, well, first thing with Jack Sparrow, he's doing all the crazy motions, and you're like, hey, I'm this. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do the wiggle.
Yeah. A bit drunk.
Now, that doesn't mean act like that all the time and be like, I'm now the wiggle worm, just always wiggling around. But putting your body into it, like notice even me, putting your body into it adds a little bit of that, draws people in. Okay? So let's try one more time. Just think, okay, maybe not wiggle worm, but body into it, the most charismatic you can be. My name is, this is where I'm from, to the crowd.
Hey, my name is Tom. I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Nijmegen. And it's very, very, very exciting to be here. And I get this opportunity from Julien to speak in front of you. Thank you. Woo!
You're going to do one final time. That was better, but I want one more. I want you to do that, but 30 times louder. Now, with loudness, this is very subtle for everyone, and this is usually something you can only recognize in person. There's a difference between being loud where you're yelling at someone. Okay, here's the difference. Hey, I'm talking to you right now, and my voice is only happening up here in my head versus, hey, I'm talking to you right now and my voice is resonating throughout my entire body. One is I'm talking down and the intention is to draw people in. The other is I'm talking at. I want you to do the same thing where your body was into it a lot better, but loud, not screaming at, but think, how can I just kind of amplify that aura and reel people in? Go.
Hey, my name is Tom. I'm from Nijmegen. I love the city. I love Amsterdam.
20 times louder. Once more. Come on.
My name is Tom. I'm from the Netherlands. I love the city. I'm from the East.
That was the same volume. 30 times louder, 20 times louder, a million times louder.
I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Nijmegen, and I love to be here. What?
More. No. More. This is a big one too. For everyone, you gotta learn to go what I call beyond yourself. Everyone lives in this little box. This is me. This is how loud I can be. This is how much space I can take. This is what I can say. Shatter that. You will feel the stifledness kick in, like an invisible prison. I want you to break a little bit past that. Okay, so in your mind, it should feel a little weird, a little too much. Okay, one more time. Ready? Loud as you can, body into it, little bit of a smile. Go.
This is where I want to be.
Yes, give me it. That was it. That was it. Yes. Hell yeah. All right. Have a seat. No, that was okay. So. That was good, but then you also notice how it kind of stopped after. That's resistance. So he pierced through. It's kind of like you escaped that prison. You're like, yeah! And then your mind's like, is this okay? And the guard's like, back inside. We all have it. Most people hide that charisma. Now, the example here with that, is it's not missing. A lot of people think it's something that you cultivate outside yourself. It's like this skill you can then learn, or this little trick if you say this word or that. That's not true. The foundation of charisma is simply getting out of your own way or breaking free from that invisible prison. That's it. And the majority is in the vibe. Okay, this leads to another key concept. There's content and vibe. Content and vibe. Too many people value the content over the vibe, when it's actually the opposite. You will be much more reeled in by someone who's on point with the vibe versus the content. Okay? An example, funny enough, from 2 weeks ago, I was an MC at my grandmother's 90th birthday. That's right. It was me, her, a bunch of old people. Some of them died by now. Maybe. No. She won't see this video. I was an MC, okay? So it was me and my cousin, who's great. And he's a great speaker too, great guy, love him. And he wrote down all these really, really funny jokes. And he's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna crush it. I got my jokes handy. Yet, he valued the content more than the vibe. So he went up there and he would say the funniest jokes. And if you read them on paper, his portion of the talking was much better than my portion of the talking. Yet, all I had to do was go up, and no joke, it kind of started like this. It's like, so welcome everyone, have a seat to your table. And he had the microphone. He's like, haha, little crack joke, old person joke, sit down, old person joke. And some people were not really listening. Some were. They're like, oh, okay, I guess it's kind of funny. All I had to do was, hey, everyone, have a seat. Who stole the show? Yeah. No joke. Everyone was there, and being modest, the whole party, it was these old people coming up to me. And they're like, sir, I'm old and I haven't heard sound in 20 years. But your voice pierced through. No, for real, the whole talk was even more than my grandmother's birthday. She's like, ah, she's 90, but your voice, young man, oh my God. And what I was saying wasn't even all that. I had basically the dumb lines. We kind of did it as a joke where he'd have the witty lines and I would just be like, let's dance. That was my one-liner. Little things like that. Yet, because I can harness the vibe, it came off as much more charismatic. It's the same as if you take an ad, right? Say you were selling a computer, and you have two scripts. One script is very basic. It's like, oh, so computers work well, you click on them, they do stuff. Buy one. That's the script. The other one, let's just say it's like a perfectly researched script. There's target audiences, they analyze questions, all the words. They went online, they're like, oh, that word, it clicks with more people. They did surveys. Way better script. Person number one, the vibe, they're very unstifled. They got a smile. They're like, hey, here's, just really good vibes, passionate. Person number two, let's just say 50% is passionate. Who's going to be more convincing? Person number one. Vibe over content. To the point where even myself, by the way, when I first started speaking, I remember a lot of people would come up to me, they're like, I'm in Toastmasters, right? Anyone ever do Toastmasters? Right? I think it's great. I think, again, if you have fear of public speaking, you'll learn a ton. But one thing that they really harp on in there is minimizing ums and ahs. And what happens is you'll see people really benefit from this because it's great, but you'll also see people fall into that trap where they're so paranoid about the ums and ahs that they will value that over how it stifles them in the vibe. And you'll see people come up and it's just this very kind of awkward robotic talk where it's like, so, welcome to the speech. Today, we're going to talk about charisma. Was there an and ah in there? No. But it's like these weird kind of pauses. And you can just see I'm super paranoid, like, am I saying or ah? And it just kills the vibe. And it's not as captivating. The same with myself, and if you've been following me for a while, and I still do it to this day. There was even a comment recently. What's some words that I like using? I say like a lot. Right? I'm like the classic, I lived in LA for 10 years. I'm like the classic LA person. It's like, oh my God, and like this, and then like that, and they did like this, and do you know that they did like? Now that I said it, you might notice it for a little bit, then you'll forget because the vibe will take over. But I'll say a lot of likes. I'll also say a lot of right, da-da-da-da-da, right, da-da-da-da-da, right. Now that also plays to engage you, but I'll use that. If you analyze word by word what I say, it's not the perfect wording. I'll see I said an I'll also say okay. Da-da-da, okay, da-da-da, okay, like these filler words. And I've said them for years. And some people will always be like, oh, but Toastmasters. I'm like, that's great, but hey, it's what adds to the charisma. And funny enough, by also not making it perfect, that's what clicks. If it was too perfect, you would not resonate. So key concept here once more is vibe over content. Does this mean ignore the content completely? No. Yes, no? No. No. Okay, don't be stupid. Don't go the other route. Oh, okay, it's all vibe. Oh, Julien's saying the content doesn't matter. Of course not. But the vibe takes precedent. Getting unstifled. Think of yourself. When was that time where you are just the most charismatic? Could be alone at home, right? You're in front of the computer, you're typing down, you're like, Pornhub, and here you go. That might be the most charismatic, right? It could be you're playing a video game. You'll see people on their headsets talking, and they're super charismatic. It could be with close friends, right? Maybe you have this one friend where with that person you feel completely at ease, and you just flow, and you joke, and you let loose. And then when you're with a big group, you get stifled. Like guaranteed, you crushed it, but with your really close friends, you don't talk like that. No. You're not like, hello, friends. I am here. No way. Like even now, like your smile and stuff laughing, that genuine laugh was way more stifled than before. Now, it's normal to be stifled, especially right on the spot, huge crowd, very normal. But guaranteed you all have that. Every single person. You have that one environment where you let loose. The key to charisma, and this is the foundation, is learning how to let loose like that all the time. Notice even here, this speech, do I need to warm up? No. Right? Like what was my setup here? Funny enough, people are like, oh, like what's before the seminar? What happens? It was me running around. There was like some camera issues. There was some hotel issues. It was a ton of stress. It was figuring stuff out. And then there's some people like, we can't find the address. It's like all this stress. And it's like, now go speak, deliver an amazing speech. And here I am. But through, of course, a lot of years of inner work, I can easily unstifle like that. Like I'm not, it's not this battle against that invisible prison.